All right. Hello. Welcome everybody to Wednesday Fitness. I hope everyone's had a good week, had a good weekend, right? Hopefully getting ready for the weekend for our games, right? We got a good workout for you guys today. We're building off of what we've done the past 2 weeks. Also, what I'm trying to do is make it a little bit more high intensity. I know a lot of you had practice canceled last night. That's why you're all hopping on tonight. So I'm going to try and make up for that effort. All right, we'll give you guys another minute to get started. Just so you all know, all you need is a space big enough for your body. You don't need any equipment, don't need anything around you, just enough space. Maybe you want to have a sweatshirt or towel, something to put on the ground, because you are going to be doing planks if you are on a hard surface, right? So, while I wait for people to get started, some things to remember when we get into our strength areas. Don't start early. I like to explain what I like to do, how I'm going to do it, because I like to change up the tempo each week. And it's going to be a little bit more complicated this week than last week. So make sure you're paying attention. Listen to all my cues that I give you. All right, so it looks about that time. We're going to go ahead and get started, right? Everyone's going to drop down in a push-up position. We're going to do what's called three-legged dog. So your left foot's going to be off the ground. Drive your right heel in. So we get a little bit of calf stretch. And from there, we're going to drive our knee through our arms so our shoulders rock forward. And I'm going to kick back nice and long so I get a good hamstring and calf stretch. We're going to go 10. On each side here, make sure that back leg gets straight. Drive that heel on the ground, rock forward so my knee goes past my hands and kick back. Once you're on this 10, we're going to switch to the other side, right? If it's about 10 seconds or 10 reps, I'm going to make sure it's about 30 seconds so you guys have time to get through it. Remember, my big thing is about function and movement, not about getting through it. All right, so if I say 10 reps, you only get it 5 as long as they're quality. That's what's important to me. Right, give you another second, right, while we move on. Next thing we have is groin rockers. So what we're going to do with this one, my leg is going to be out to the side, so my big toe is pointed forward, but it's in line with my knee to the side. From there, I'm going to walk my hands forward, so they're underneath my shoulders, and I'm going to drive my hips back into my heel, so I get a good groin stretch, and I'm going to rock back forward. I'm going to do this 10 times, nice and slow. Make sure that back toe of the left foot is into the ground, so I still get my deep stretch, and my foot that's out to the side is flat, not pointed out. Think all 4 parts of the foot into the ground, right? 4 parts of the foot, the big toe, pinky toe, both sides of the heel. Good. Got 2 more reps, and we'll switch to the other side. Right, remember, make sure that big toe's right in line with that knee. Get that deep stretch as we rock back into the heel. Drive those hips back, that chest can look towards the ground, and get that good deep stretch. Go 10 more reps, nice and slow, for 15 seconds. Good, and now from there, next thing you're gonna do is what's called T-spine rotation, right? Open up that scalp, open up that shoulder. From here, I'm gonna be in that 6-point stance. My toes are on the ground, knees are underneath my hips, hands are underneath my shoulder. My right hand's going to come onto the back of my neck. My elbow is going to rock towards the middle of my forearm. And they're going to go up and down. My eyes are going to follow the elbow. I'm going to go 10 right here. Nice and slow. Make sure you're keeping that elbow in line with the hand so it puts tension on the back. Right? That way we're fully activating all the muscles, all the tendons, all our ligaments. That way we also get full range of motion. The exercise is performed to completion. Right, 10 reps on this side. I'm going to rock over to the other side. Remember, as you do this, eyes follow the hand up and out. Keep that right hand underneath the shoulder. Right, only thing that's moving is elbow and eyes. Right, 10 reps. 2, 1. Good, and relax. Last thing we're going to do, the world's greatest stretch. You start my push-up position. Foot's going to come outside my hand. If I bring my left foot outside my hand, I want my right leg to stay straight. My elbow's going to rock towards my big toe. Eyes are going to follow the hand up and out. Grab the toe, rock back for a hamstring stretch. And then alternate sides. We're going to do 5 on each side. Make sure when we alternate, we go right back in that push-up. Use our other leg. And each time, try to go a little bit deeper into the stretch. Right, really the whole point idea that we're trying to get here is loosen up the muscles, get them ready to move. Right, we got a big day of squats, some push-ups, some upper back, a lot of glute and hamstring to prep for the weekend, or if we had a hard practice yesterday. Remember, as we do this, we want the movement to be nice and slow. We're doing it for form, not for speed. Good, we got 2 more reps on each side. Come on, my last set here. Give you a second to finish out. See how we're looking, looks good. Good, just like that. Open out nice and slow, eyes follow the hand. Good, so next thing you're gonna do, we're gonna activate our core, right? Remember, core is a part of everything. It's what helps us brace. It's what keeps us in good form and good posture. So we're gonna start with some dead bug holds. So what I want you to think, you're gonna bring your heels as close as you can to your butt, and you're gonna sink your belly button into the ground or squeeze your core. That makes sure I'm braced and I'm activated. Right from there, I'm gonna bring my heels off the ground so my knees are stacked on top of my hips. My ankles are in line with my knees. From there, my hands go straight above my chest. Now, the way it's gonna work, we're gonna go right arm out, left leg out. We're gonna hold and squeeze here for 15 seconds. After that, I'll say switch. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, and we'll do that for 4 rounds. What I wanna think nice and long, opposite arm, opposite hand. Neither my leg or my hand touch the ground. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Squeeze and hold. Nice and long. Make sure the leg that is bent is staying at a 90-degree angle. Don't let the heel collapse to the butt. All right, 5 more seconds. You should start to feel the core already. I know I do. 2, 1. Good. And switch. Remember, as we stretch, nothing touches the ground. My heel stays in line with my knee or the leg that's bent. And my right arm stays right above my chest. That helps keep the core activated. 3, 2, 1. And switch. Back to the original. Right arm out, left leg out. Squeeze and hold. Keep those toes pulled to the face. Right? Maybe we're a little shaky. It's time to squeeze. Time to really think about those little movements. Good. And we switch. Last one here. Let's make it good. And as we do this, think about this hold because we're going to do the exact opposite right after we're done with this set right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And relax. Now what we're going to do, we're going to do the same variation. However, we're going to do it in that 6-point stance. So what I want everyone to do, go back in that 6-point stance. So I have my hands underneath my shoulders. I have my knees underneath my hips. That's going to help keep my back flat. And my toes are driving into the ground. I'll turn this way so I can see a little better. So what we're going to do here is what we do with the dead bugs just from this hands position. So we're going to think opposite arm, opposite leg. And from here, I'm going to squeeze and hold for 20 seconds. Notice my back toe is pointed towards the ground. My hand is in line with my shoulder. And I don't want to see any dipping or rotating, right? We're going to give it a try. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. If you're struggling with the balance, kick that toe into the ground. So it's going to help us stabilize. Remember, opposite arm, opposite leg. Squeeze and hold, about 10 more seconds. All right, hopefully you got a little bit of heavy breathing going on. I know I do. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Readjust yourself. Make sure everything's in line. 5 more seconds. We're going to go on the other side. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Good. Left arm out, right leg out. Make sure that toe is pointed straight to the ground. Squeeze and hold. Remember, thinking nice and long. Give us a full reach. Almost like it's a stretch. Really think long. Hand to wall, foot to wall. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And relax. Last thing you know, you got some hip mobility work, right? We've done it for the past few weeks. Now we're going to do it again so we perfect it. So, in that 6-point stance, I'm going to let my right leg go straight out behind my body. So I'll turn this way so y'all can see. Right leg is out, it's pointed to the ground. I'm going to go up and down, nice and slow. 10 times. My toe does not touch the ground, and my heel does not come above my butt. Make sure the toe is pulled into the shin. We're going to do 10 reps here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, relax. Now take that heel. We're going to bring it over my left heel so my toes across my body. Make sure my back is flat. So readjust. Bring that belly button into your nape or my back. We're going to go up and down 10 times again. Nice and slow. Making sure my toe does not touch the ground. My heel does not go above my butt. That will help keep my back flat. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Last one you have on this side is we're going to combine the 2 movements. So I'm going to have my heel an inch off the ground. I'm going to lift up, come over, touch on the other side, then back across. On this side, I want the toe to touch the ground so you feel a point of contact over the heel. Going 10 of these on each side, over and back is 1. Make sure we're keeping our back flat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. We're going to do the same thing, all 3 movements, just on the other side. So I'm going to be on my left side this time. Left toe into the ground, lift it up a 1/4 inch. Up and down, 10 times, nice and slow. Make sure that toe is pointed towards the ground so I can squeeze my glute. Feel that activation, feel that work. 3, 2, 1, good. Over the heel 10 times. Remember, keep that toe flexed in, my back is flat. If you need to readjust, sometimes that happens to me, that's fine. Take a second, take a breather, and we readjust because we want good form, not speed. And relax, good. Then we go over and back 10 times, nice and slow. Make sure I'm not going for speed like always. We should feel our hips on fire by now. And 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and relax. Grab a quick sip if you need. Done with the strength portion, or sorry, my stretching. Now I'm going to go into my dynamic warm-up in place. All we're going to do, I'm in my standing position. I'm going to walk my hands away from my feet. In this position, I want to stay back flat as best I can. And then from here, I'm going to let my back round, walk my hands towards my feet. My right hand will touch my left foot. And I'll walk my hands back out to that push-up position. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. So it's a walk out, walk in, opposite hand to opposite foot, and I walk back out. Give me 5 on each side. Take about 15 seconds. Right, really get those hamstrings moving. Think nice and long with the legs. Work those heels into the ground. Really start to get that heart rate up and moving, right? 1 more on each side. Good. And relax. Good. From here, we got a single leg RDLs. We're standing up. I have my left foot into the ground. 4 points contact. Big toe, pinky toe, both sides of my heel. Gonna bend my knees so I have a good brace. From here, think nice and long with my right leg. Keep my toe pointed towards the ground. And I want you to give me 10 reps here. Nice and slow. What I want you to think about is this knee. Look over. Make sure it's staying stable, right? I don't want to see it turn in. Don't want to see it turn out. Think nice and straight. After those 10 reps, we go 10 on the other side. Remember, thinking nice and long here. I'm not squatting. I'm hinging my hips into the wall or the tree behind me. So I feel it only in my hamstring. I shouldn't feel it anywhere else. If you feel it in the calf, that's fine. That just tells me that you're a little bit more tight than me. Give me like 5 seconds or so. 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. Quad stretch with the reach. Couple of steps. Quad stretch with the reach, right? Focus on that knee. Being straight into the ground. Driving through my toes, thinking nice and tall. 10 more seconds here. Make sure we're alternating sides. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. Next one we got, we're going to do is called knee hug into a reverse lunge. So I do my knee hug. My left leg's going to bend a little. I'm going to bring my right knee up. So my knee comes just over my hip. Keep my ankle underneath my knee. From here, I'm going to do a reverse lunge. Drive my leg back and think nice and tall. So I'm in a good standing position. Bend my knees a little bit. Think knee to chest. I'm going to drop my knee right behind my body. So I go into a nice long reverse lunge. Good, 2 more reps here. Last one. Good, and relax. You're going to do the same thing on the other side, right? You need a chest, drop that foot back, think nice and long. Feel that stretch in that hip flexor. Right? As we do this, you can even think about our knee. Make sure it's stable, right? Don't want to think like I'm hopping. Be nice and stable. Keep that foot flat in the ground. Drive through that big heel and toe. 2 more reps. Good, and relax. All right, let's do some quick activation. So we're going to start with the split squat ISO hold. What ISO means is I'm going to stick in one position. I'm going to stay and hold nice and stable. So the way this works, I have my knee over my ankle. My other knee that's on the ground is just underneath my hip. And I have my back toe driving in the ground. When I say up, you're going to drive. So your knee is 2 inches off the ground. You can look down if you need to. I'm going to do a tension hold for 20 seconds. We'll get a 10-second rep, and then we'll do it on the other side, right? So you go right or left knee down. 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Squeeze and hold in this position. Make sure my knee stays over my ankle, my left leg. My knee is in line with my ankle. If you feel like your chest is collapsing, bring your hands behind your head. Squeeze the elbows together. Even will help with the breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, relax. Shake out the legs a little. Get a 5-second break. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So in that half kneeling, I'm going to lunge up in 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Squeeze and hold, right? Fire that glute on the leg that's down. Keep that knee over the ankle. Think nice and big of that chest, right? My favorite thing to say, tennis ball on the shoulder blades, keep it squeezed together. 5 more seconds, and then we're going to drop it to a plank. 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. Good. We're dropping into our plank position that we've been doing the past 2 weeks. So my elbows are coming underneath my shoulder blades. Hands are facing up, and my paws are facing up. From here, I'm going to bridge up. So my back is flat. I can drive my toes into the ground. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Good. 20-second hold right here. Remember, hands, elbows in the same line. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Squeeze the core. Drive our toes into the ground. 10 more seconds. All right, hopefully we're shaking. We got some sweat on the ground. Got that heavy breathing, rising heart rate. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Last thing we're going to do. We're flat on our backs. We're going to do a glute bridge iso hold in 2 reps. So what that means is I'm going to squeeze my core into the ground from here. My feet are going to be into the ground just outside my hips. Heels are in the ground, but my toes are not. From here, I'm going to bridge up. So my knees, hips, and shoulders all stay in the same line. I'm going to squeeze and hold for 20 seconds. After those 20 seconds, you're going to give me 10 reps, nice and slow. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Squeeze and hold at the top. Make sure we're bracing our core. By bracing our core, we reduce the risk of extending our hips and doing what's called an overextension. Right, 10 more seconds, and when I say go, you're going to give me 10 reps, nice and slow. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and 10 reps. Drive the butt into the ground and squeeze at the top. 5 more seconds of reps, and then we get a good little water break. 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. Right, fellas, hopefully get about 10 reps. Hopefully you guys got those in. Right, grab some water. Take a second to breathe. And I'm going to explain what we're doing next. All right, good. Hopefully you guys got that sweat going. Some of that heavy breathing. Our muscles feel like we're ready to move. Get that work in. So here's what we're going to do. Changing it up in the past 2 weeks. So before, when we did our squats, we had our feet just about shoulder width apart. My toes were turned out slightly to the side to give me more range of motion. And I was going to do a 5 seconds on the way down. This week, what we're going to do is about 30 seconds of work. So when I say go, you're going to give me 10 reps, right? Nice and slow, keeping the form that we worked on last week, keeping my nose or my knees turned out and my chest turned up. After those 10 reps, or about 10 seconds, I'm going to say go, which means that you will squeeze and hold at the very bottom. So my butt is in line with my knees are over my ankles, and we're going to squeeze and hold here for 20 seconds to feel a good burn. Right, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, 10 squats, here we go. Right, we got 10 seconds, make sure we keep our form. Chest up, brace our core. Ready, 3, 2, 1, and we're down in the hold. Down in that squat hold, 20-second hold. Good, 5 seconds in. Right, hope you guys feel those legs, those quads on fire. Look at your form. Are my knees turning in? Is my chest up? 5 more seconds, right? Fight that burn. Get that butt down. 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. Good. What we're going to do, we're going to drop onto our chest. Instead of doing floor angels this week, we're going to be in a prone position. From here, what I want you to do, my nose is going to be pointed straight to the ground. My hands come out to the side, so they're in line with my shoulders, and my thumbs are going to turn up. From here, I'm going to think nice and slow. Thumbs come up on my shoulders and touch the ground. I'm going to do this 20 times, right? I don't want to see it flapping like a bird. I want to think nice and slow. I'm going to squeeze that tennis ball on my shoulder blades to the top and lower back down. Give you guys 15 more seconds to finish these. And we'll move on to our next thing. Very good. Good, Haley. Turn your thumbs up to the sky. There you go. Yep. Good, Molly. Good. Good. Aaron, keep your arms straight, boy. There you go. Think slow. Touch the ground. Rise back up. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. And relax. Right, now's our time to stretch. Get our muscles back to the way they were, to that length tension relationship. So when I go back into my first movement, I'm able to move much more comfortably. So we're going to be in that 90-90 position. Think front knee in line with my hip. My ankle and knee are in the same line. Then from there, I have my toe, heel, knee, and ankle in the same position. I'm going to rock over my knee. Feel that stretch in my glute. I'm going to draw my elbow behind my hip. And my top arm is going to reach nice and long while I keep my knee and other knee on the ground. Hold for about 3 seconds. We're going to rock back over the knee again. Feel the stretch on the glute. Drop the elbow back, think nice and long. I get a bit of a stretch of my quad and hip flexor on this side. And you're going to give me 3 more reps here. Right, should feel like a good stretch. Feels like that glute muscle, right? Right up the butt is pulling away from my lower back. I'll do the last rep with you. Now when we draw that elbow behind, draw that line with the hip. The hand does not come behind the body, but actually in front. Right? If we bring it behind the body, we'll find that our knee comes off the ground. That is actually a different movement that we will do at some point. Good, relax, and we'll switch to the other side. Right? Remember, we got our 3 points of contact, knee and hip, knee and ankle, toe and ankle, and then from there, toe, ankle, knee, ankle. I'm going to rock over my knee. My chest touches the knee, so I feel the stretch. From there, drop my elbow behind, think nice and long. Right? On me, my right hip is always a bit more tight. I grew up as a right-footed player. Never used my left, unfortunately. Paid the consequence from that from my coaches. Now I know to use my left. Unfortunately, I'm suffering now because it was overused. So I have to do a lot more work to keep it as mobile as my left side. Right, so if you need to, take your time, feel that deeper stretch. If you only want to do 3 reps so you do more of a hold, of course, that's fine. All right, we got 1 more rep before we go back into our squats. All right, about 10 more seconds. If you need to grab a quick sip, please do. And in 5 seconds, we're going again. All right, remember, 10 seconds or 10 reps of squat, whichever one happens first. And then from there, it's a 20-second iso hold. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 10 squats, here we go. Keep that chest up, raise that core. You can have your hands fall in front like I do to help with your form. Helps with my posture, reminds me to keep my chest nice and big. And we're down in our hold. Right, if you're looking at me, my butt's just in line with my knees, my chest is up, not rocked over. Knees are just in line with my ankles. Good. 10 more second hold right here. Feel those hip flexors fire, my BMO right above my knee. 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. Well done, well done. Back with our chest, we got our T's. Right, on my chest. Face is pointed to the ground, nose touching the floor. My thumbs are pointed to the sky. I keep my arms straight, and I'm nice and slow here. I'll tell you this, if you are moving fast, there's no way you felt that burn, felt that soreness in the shoulders and the scaps. So if you did not feel it last time, think slow, think pause at the top. You can even do a 3-second hold to remind you what that feeling is. Give me another 10 seconds to finish those 20 reps. And then we have our stretch. There you go, Ella, very good. All right, it's a big help to me, guys, that you guys have your cameras on. Makes it easier for me to cue to see what I need to fix. Tells me how you guys move so I can program a little bit better. Good, 3, 2, 1, good, relax. We're in our seated position again. At our 90-90. Rocking over my knee, feel the stretch on the glute. Drop the elbow behind, think nice and long. Want you to do a 3-second hold here in each position, 5 reps on each side. Good, remember, as we rock back, think nice and long with that arm. Don't reach behind the head, think in front of the chest. There you go, right, think chest forward. Right, so I'll show you how some of y'all look to me. What this looks like here, we're gonna make that change. We have our elbow to go position, but I don't want to be looking back here. Hand comes in front of the chest, in front of the head. I want to think long, reaching forward. Long over the shoulder, think shoulders in the ear. Good, we should be on our other side. I'll show you what it should look like on this side. Rocking over my knee. Elbow falls behind, I'm thinking nice and long. Also, if you guys want a bit more of a stretch, especially in your back, I can reach my hand through my gap. Right, I'll turn so you guys can see. I'm right through here, where the elbow and hip disconnect. I'm going to look at my hand. Right, that's only if you need a bit more of a back stretch. Give about another 10 seconds, so we got one more round of all this. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good, relax. Give you 10 seconds, and we're on our final round, right? Remember, as we do our squats, keep my core braced, right? Give yourself a little bit of a tap. If you got that jiggle, you don't feel that rock, you got to squeeze a little bit more. Ready? 10 squats and a 20-second iso hold. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Right, 10 squats, 10 reps. I'll tell you this, you should not be getting more than 10 reps. If you are not doing them properly. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and we squeeze and hold at the bottom. Right? 10 more seconds here. Squeeze and hold. Think big chest. You want you to put your elbows on your knees. Thumbs should be able to touch your shoulders without bending in. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And relax. Hopefully you guys felt that burn, felt that work. We're on our chest. Going into my T's. 20 more reps right here. Make sure we do them well because we got push-ups next. We want to open up our chest so we aren't as sore the next morning. I know a lot of us struggle with your push-ups. Guess what? We got a lot coming for you. So time to get better. Here we go. About 10 more seconds. Finish these reps here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. Go, we got a 90-90 stretch. Okay, give you about 20 seconds to do these. Now, we got a lot of things to hit tonight. I want to make sure we get to it. Be nice and low as we reach forward. Remember, we're reaching forward, not behind the body. Good. Got about another 20 seconds left. All right, go ahead and switch on over to the other side. It's good, looks good. Yeah, I see some of you doing the extra rotation. I love it. Remember, stretch is the most important thing we can do for ourselves and our bodies, especially since we're in season. Sure, a lot of us are feeling tight. Now we're getting really into the heart of it. So make sure we stretch at least once a day. Doesn't help that you guys are on a computer for 8 hours, so maybe even think every hour, if your teacher lets you, get up out of your chair, do some of these stretches. All right, good, and relax. Take a second, get some water. While you guys get some water, we're going to talk about what we're going to do next, right? So we have our push-ups next, right? Looking at me real quick with my push-ups. I want to set out my hands underneath my shoulder blades so I can keep a big chest, squeeze my shoulder blades together. As I go down, elbows will straighten the body, and we'll come right back up. Remember, we don't want to come out wide because it puts a lot of tension on our traps. And since I can't be there with you, it's a little bit easier for me to control our movements here, right? So the way it'll work, we're going to do about 10 reps of push-ups or 30 seconds, right? Whichever one comes first. I have my timer here. If you do more than 10 push-ups, that's great. Just remember you have good form, right? Then we'll move on to our single leg glute bridges and a new stretch. So ready for our push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 10 push-ups. Make sure that 10's touching the ground. My elbows are tight to the body. I'm nice and slow. Remember, if we're struggling, I can drop to my knees. As long as my chest and hips fall at the same time, everything is fine. About 10 more seconds on reps. Get as many as we can. We've beaten 10. Don't give up early. Good, Molly. Let those hips fall to the ground. Walk your hands forward a little more. There you go. There it is. 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. We're going to flip on our backs. We have our single leg glute bridge, right? Remember, it's as simple as a warm-up. I have both feet tight to my body, just outside my hips. My one leg will come up the ground. I will move my one leg that's still in the ground closer to my body and more central. From here, my toe will come off the ground, and I want things drive through my heels. Up, nice and long, squeeze to the top, touch, and come right back up. We're going to do 10 of these. What I want you to make sure of, you can go ahead and start, but as you do, my knee is not turning in. That's going to put a ton of stress on our hamstring. It's the last thing we need right now, so make sure I'm driving my knee out to the side. If you need to, put your hand in between and push it out to the side to remind your body. Good, that's 10 on one side for me. Go ahead and do 10 on the other. Remember, pause at the top, feel the squeeze in the glute, and then we lower back down. Good, give you about 5 more seconds. We're going to go into our stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good, boys and girls. Go, we're on our side now. What we're going to do here, so it's called an open book. So I want you to bring your knees up in line with your hips. My hips are going to be stacked, so I'm in a side-lying position, and my feet are in line with my knees. From here, my shoulders are stacked on top of each other, and my hands are in a clap position. You let your head fall to the ground, and I want to think my hand is going to come nice and long around the body, keep my hand touching the ground. Once I'm on the opposite side of my shoulder, I'm going to bring it back in, right on top of my chest. I'm going to do this 5 times, and I'm going to switch to the other side. All right, I'm going to put myself in this position here. If you couldn't see earlier, think that my hand never leaves the ground. My palm is going to turn up to the sky, and I'm going to think nice and long. My head is going to turn and rotate towards my hand. Once my hand is in line with my shoulder, I bring it back on top. Give you guys about 10 more seconds. Should be about 3 more reps. And then we'll move on back to our push-ups again. And remember, we'll finish with core as always. Try and get at least 2 rounds for those that can hang. Of course, if you guys want to do more core, I will never say no. All right, go. We should be wrapping up there. Give you guys about 10 more seconds. We're going to go into our push-ups again. Right, remember, elbows tight to the body. For some of you guys saw, we're struggling to get our chest to fall. Walk your hands a little bit more in front of your shoulders to allow your body to get that full range of movement. That way your chest can fall to the ground. We're working our triceps, our biceps, our chest, even our back. Right? Ready, back on our push-ups. 30 seconds of work. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Right? As many reps as you can. 10 reps, 30 seconds. You should be able to get at least 10 reps here. That's 7, 8, 9, 10 for me. I'm going to get up. You guys got 10 more seconds. Keep on going. Let's see how we look this round. It's a lot better. Good. Remember, elbows scrape the body, boys and girls. I know it's something new for us. Right? So if our shoulders are pulling away, our elbows pull away. Walk our hands a little bit closer to the body. 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. We're on our backs. Single leg glute bridge. Back for 10 reps again. Remember, that toe is not touching the ground, but it's my heel that's driving me through, getting my hips up in line with my knee. So I have a straight line knee, hip, and shoulder. Right, 10 reps there on each leg. I'm going to come up and take a look at y'all. See how we look. Very good, Haley. Good, Savannah. Guys, make sure you keep your head flat on the ground. Don't put torque on your neck. Very good, very good. Good, we should be about on the other leg now. Give you guys about another 15 seconds to finish these out. Then we're gonna go into our open books. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. Back into our open books. So we're side lying. Bring my knees up in line with my hips. Ankles are in line with my knees. My hands and shoulders are stacked. I'm thinking nice and long as I rotate around. Remember, I'm not doing it fast. I'm doing it slow. If my hand disconnects from the ground at this point, bring your hand back in and think next time, how much more can I reach? Right? Make sure I keep my knees connected like I did not do there. Pour on me. I'll fix it this time around. Much better. I feel the stretch. And that's good. One more rep here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. We flip on over to our other side. Same thing here again. Make sure everything is stacked. We know how important that is. Don't want to put anything out of whack. Right, 5 reps here. Think nice and long. Reach that hand out. Keep the elbow onto the ground. And we're going to do one more round of all this, skipping our stretch. And then we'll finish out with our core. Good. Get those knees up in line with those hips, boys and girls. Right, think knees up in line with hips, almost touching our chest. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. Back in the push-up position, last round here. 10 reps in 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Give me some reps. Think like a plank. My elbows get straight. I'm thinking my chest touches the ground. My legs are staying straight. I don't want my elbows coming away from the body. Rachel, that's a great push-up. Well done. Keep it going. Make sure those hips fall to the ground, right? If we're not feeling our hips fall, walk the hands away from the body a little. So if you want to look at me here real quick, got 10 more seconds. If you feel like you're coming down like this, walk your hands forward. Let your chest fall to the ground. Your elbows will come and touch the ground, and you can push right back up. It's a better way to learn how to do our form. Good. 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're on our backs for some single leg glute bridge. 10 reps, about 15 seconds worth of work. Think drive the hips to the sky, the ceiling, whatever room you're in. I'm going to squeeze at the top. Good. 5 more seconds. Get those 10 reps. Do it in the hamstring, but not a pull. And I'm going to switch on over to the other side. Make it nice and long on my hips. Drive them up to the sky and back down. Good. 5 more seconds. Finish nice and strong. And then we're going to get some water. Good. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Grab a quick sip. Gonna do so myself. And if you need to, grab a sweatshirt, a towel, whatever you may need. We got some planks to finish off the day. So while we get our water, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do what's called a plank into a push-up. So the way it'll work is I'm gonna be in my plank hold, elbows underneath the shoulders, hand palms facing up to the sky. From here, when I say go, I'm gonna squeeze and hold in this position for 20 seconds. After those 20 seconds, we're gonna go into a push-up, back into a plank, and back up into a push-up. I'm gonna do that for the last 10 seconds. After that, we have some glute bridges, and then some side planks, and we're gonna do that for 2 rounds, and then we're done for the day. So everyone should be in a plank position. Ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Plank position, elbows underneath the shoulders, palms facing up or touching this. Either one, because we're gonna go into our push-ups. Right, 10 more seconds, and then we have our movement. Good, ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up to a push-up, back to a plank. Should get at least 5 in. Try and have as little movement as possible through the hips. If you're moving a lot, walk the feet away from the body or to the side. 3, 2, 1, good, relax. On our backs, we have our glute bridge march. We're gonna do this for 15 seconds. So I'm gonna have my glute bridge from here. My knee comes up to my chest and back down, only landing on my hip. If that helps, you can bring your hands out to a T Give you a little more balance. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hips up, knee in the chest. Want to get at least 5 on each leg. And remember, as we drive our knee into our chest, my hips do not drop. I keep them up. 3, 2, 1. Good. And relax. We're on our sides. So for this week, we're going to do a new variation. Last week, we were up in a side plank hold. This week, we're going to do a leg lift. So what we're going to do, we're going to be in our side plank. When I say up, we want to lift our leg off our foot, and we're going to squeeze and hold in that position. If that's too hard, bring your knees up to your hips, drive here, and then we lift our leg up, and we're going to squeeze and hold. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Up in our side plank, and then we lift our leg up. 15-second hold right here. Should feel our hip on fire by now. Remember, we need the variations of aggression. Knees align the hips, drive up. My leg will come straight, and I will squeeze and hold. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Same thing on the other side. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Squeeze and hold. Once you feel you have your base, lift your leg up. 10 more seconds. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. Boys and girls, that's a hard one. It's not very easy. I'm trying to test you. All right, last round here. Finish nice and strong. We're in our plank position into our push-ups. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, my back is flat. My toes are straight to the ground. I'm squeezing my core. Hopefully, I've got that sweat going, that heavy breathing. 10 more seconds. And we go up and down to our push-up and planks. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Up and down. Try and get at least 5. If your hips rock, bring your feet outside your hips or your shoulder blades to make it a little easier. 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Good. Back in our glute bridge. Drive up into the glute bridge and we have our march. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keep those hips up. Make sure as I drive up, I don't cross my knee over my body. Big knee into the chest. My knee should finish above my shoulder. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. We're in our side planks. Last ones to finish off. I know they're hard. Remember, go for 4. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Here we go. Remember, if this is too hard, the leg up. Bring the knees towards the chest, and then we can lift. Good. 5 more seconds, boys and girls. Squeeze and hold. Oh, there you go, Haley. Well done, girls. Well done, Rachel. Good. And relax. Good. Derek, make sure you get your hips off the ground. Ready? Other side. Last round. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Yeah, there you are, Derek. There it is, bud. That knee can stay in the ground if you want. Molly, well done. Good. Got about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. All right, boys and girls, that was a hard one today. Hopefully I got y'all sweating real nice. All right, what I love is that you guys keep coming every week. You push yourselves. I haven't seen anyone give up yet. That's what I'd love to see. This weekend, we got some big games. Good luck in all of them. All right, fight hard and win. Remember to stretch throughout the week. See if you can stretch get some stretches in during your classes. Boys and girls, well done. I'll see you next week.